Welcome to the Ontario Mortgage and Real Estate Insights podcast, your go-to source for the latest developments, trends, and regulatory changes in the industry. I'm your host, Steve Hamoan, here to provide you with insights sourced from reputable news outlets to help you stay informed and make well-informed decisions.
This podcast is brought to you by Real Approved Inc., a trusted mortgage brokerage dedicated to helping Canadians achieve their homeownership dreams. Visit realapproved.ca to learn more about how our experienced team can assist you with your mortgage needs. Let's dive into today's episode.
Today, we're starting with some promising news on homeownership costs in Canada. According to RBC Economics, owning a home has become the most affordable it has been in 3 years, thanks to interest rate cuts, slight home price declines, and steady growth in household incomes.
That's right, Steve. It's heartening to see these improvements, especially when it comes to condos. Robert Hogue from RBC noted that condo affordability in some cities is almost back to pre-pandemic levels, which is great news for first-time buyers.
Indeed, Janine, but it's important to remember that while these trends are positive, affordability is still far from what it was before the pandemic. Conditions have only improved enough to reverse about a third of the loss in affordability nationwide.
Yes, and even though some cities like Edmonton, Saskatoon, Regina, and Winnipeg have seen significant improvements, major markets like Vancouver and Toronto remain challenging. In Vancouver, a typical home still requires 92.7% of a median household's income, which is staggering.
That's a significant portion of income, Janine. Toronto's not far behind, with 68.3%. These numbers highlight the ongoing challenges many Canadians face in these regions. However, RBC is optimistic that further interest rate cuts and price drops could continue to improve affordability by year-end.
Absolutely, Steve. But as Robert Hogue cautions, once interest rates stabilize, any further improvements will depend heavily on home prices and household incomes. It's going to be a delicate balance moving forward.
Precisely. Affordability will remain a major issue in many parts of the country, and it's crucial for potential buyers to stay informed and work closely with professionals to navigate these challenges effectively. Let's delve into the recent trend of homebuyers waiving home inspections amid the heated housing market, particularly in Newfoundland and Labrador.
It's a concerning development, Steve. People are skipping such a crucial step just to get a leg up in competitive bidding scenarios. It makes me worry about the long-term consequences for these buyers.
Absolutely, Janine. Real estate agent Jerry Boyles from Royal LePage Property Consultants highlighted this in a recent interview. He mentioned that in a seller's market, buyers are often looking for ways to make their offers more appealing, which sometimes means waiving the home inspection clause.
And while this might help them secure the property, it also means they're missing out on critical due diligence. Jerry pointed out that this is happening because of the intense pressure buyers feel in the current market. But is it worth the risk?
That's a great question. Mike Gihan, an experienced inspector, emphasized how important inspections are for consumer protection. He mentioned cases where skipping an inspection led to buyers discovering serious issues like mold or structural instability after the purchase.
It's heartbreaking to think about people investing so much into a home, only to find out about these hidden problems later. Mike also mentioned that with property prices soaring, some buyers might be tempted to take these shortcuts, even though it could lead to costly repairs down the line.
Exactly. And it's not just about skipping inspections, it's about ensuring the inspections that do take place are done by qualified professionals. Mike Gihan called for provincial regulation to help ensure the quality of inspections, which could provide more peace of mind for buyers.
That's a good point, Steve. Jerry Boyles also advised buyers to avoid rushing the process whenever possible. He suggested that if buyers can plan their moves more strategically, they might not need to waive such important conditions.
It's a delicate balance, Janine. Buyers need to weigh the urgency of their situation against the potential risks of foregoing an inspection. The key is to make informed decisions and work closely with knowledgeable professionals who can guide them through the process. Greater Sudbury is experiencing a notable growth phase driven by new housing developments and infrastructure upgrades. This transformation is making the city an attractive destination for new residents, drawn by its affordable lifestyle and lower housing costs compared to other urban centers.
It's really exciting to see a community like Sudbury thriving and growing, Steve. These developments are not only reshaping neighborhoods, but are also prompting important conversations about property value assessments and how local development influences those values.
Absolutely, Janine. The Municipal Property Assessment Corporation, or MPAC, is the organization responsible for assessing nearly 5.7 million properties across Ontario. When they assess residential properties, they compare them to similar ones that have recently sold in the area, considering factors like location, lot size, square footage, building age, and construction quality.
Right, and according to Dan DeVellis, the Vice President of Valuation and Assessment Operations at MPAC, Ontario's property inventory saw over $42.7 billion in new assessment value in 2024. This includes both new construction and improvements to existing properties, which is a testament to the region's ongoing investment and development.
Greater Sudbury led the way in Northeast Ontario with $181 million in new property value, a significant figure compared to other areas like Sault-Ste-Marie, which saw $26 million. Thunder Bay led in Northwest Ontario with $75 million in new property value, followed by Greenstone at $29 million. This shows a clear trend of growth and development in the region.
It's fascinating to see how these numbers reflect broader economic and social trends. The shift from single detached homes to condominiums, for instance, highlights changing consumer preferences and urban development trends. Back in the 1950s, single detached homes made up about 95% of new builds. But by 2020, condos had surpassed them, making up 41% of new builds.
That's a significant shift, Janine. The data also shows that single detached houses have grown in size from a median of 1,317 square feet in the 1970s to 2,383 square feet in the 2020s. Meanwhile, the median size of condominiums has decreased by 32% from 965 square feet in the 1970s to just 658 square feet in 2024. This reflects rising construction and land costs, as well as the increasing popularity of condos as investment properties and urban housing solutions.
Understanding these historical and current market trends is crucial for homeowners and prospective buyers. It helps them make informed decisions about buying or selling a home, renewing a mortgage, or planning for retirement. A home's assessed value plays a key role in shaping a homeowner's financial future.
Indeed, Janine. For many, their property is their single biggest asset, and its value can significantly impact their lives. MPAC provides a free online tool called About My Property, which allows homeowners to review their property's assessment, compare it to similar properties, and explore recent sales data. This kind of transparency is invaluable for making informed real estate decisions. In a significant legal development, the Ontario Court of Appeal has made a ruling that could potentially exempt more low-income housing providers from property taxes. This decision comes from the case Stamford Kiwanis Nonprofit Homes, Inc., v. Municipal Property Assessment Corporation, where the court overruled a previous precedent that had limited such exemptions.
That's an important shift, Steve. The decision is particularly noteworthy as it broadens the scope of eligibility for property tax exemptions to include more charitable, nonprofit organizations that provide affordable housing, even if they aren't engaged in private fundraising.
Exactly, Janine. The appeal court's ruling clarified that to qualify for an exemption under Section 3112(3) of Ontario's Assessment Act, the organization must own, use, and occupy the land and be both a charitable, nonprofit corporation and organized for the relief of the poor, with support from public funds.
It's encouraging to see the legal system acknowledging the need to support organizations that help low-income individuals. The previous requirement for an organization to provide relief by some form of endeavor was deemed unnecessary, which simplifies the qualification process significantly.
The court's decision also emphasized that the primary purpose or use of the property should be to relieve the poor and the organization should operate partly towards that goal. This ruling aligns with the legislative intent of supporting those in economic deprivation.
That's a crucial point, Steve. By removing the additional hurdles, more organizations can focus their resources on providing quality housing for those in need, rather than navigating complex legal requirements.
The appeal court specifically noted that the appellant, Stamford Kiwanis Nonprofit Homes, met all the necessary conditions, including owning and using the properties for affordable housing without needing any separate fundraising activities. This sets a precedent for other similar organizations seeking tax relief.
It's heartening to think that this ruling could lead to more funds being available for these organizations to improve their services and increase the stock of affordable housing in Ontario.
Indeed, Janine. With this ruling, affordable housing providers can now assess their prospects of obtaining a property tax exemption with greater certainty, potentially freeing up resources to enhance their operations and support their tenants.
And now let's shift our focus to some exciting educational news from Algonquin College. The college has introduced a new real estate salesperson program, which has been approved by the Real Estate Council of Ontario, also known as RECO. Applications are now open for those looking to start or advance their real estate careers.
That's right, Janine. This program is designed to cater to both newcomers to the real estate industry and mid-career professionals who need to meet educational requirements. One of the standout features is its online delivery and flexible scheduling, making it ideal for those who are balancing work and study.
Exactly, Steve. Julie Beauchamp, the Senior Vice President, academic at Algonquin College, expressed her enthusiasm about this opportunity. She highlighted the collaboration with RECO in developing these programs, ensuring they provide the necessary knowledge and skills for students to excel in the real estate field.
Right? And it's notable that Algonquin College has become one of only 4 post-secondary institutions in Ontario approved to deliver real estate registration education. This places them alongside Humber Polytechnic, Fleming College, and the Career College Group, broadening access to high-quality real estate education across the province.
Joseph Richer, the registrar of RECO, welcomed Algonquin College as an approved provider, emphasizing the importance of offering aspiring real estate professionals more educational choices. This ensures they are well prepared to meet the demands of a regulated profession and maintain high standards of service.
Yes, and with the real estate broker program set to launch in fall 2025, Algonquin is truly expanding its offerings in this sector. This development underscores the college's commitment to providing excellence in professional training and education, a vital component for anyone looking to succeed in real estate.
It's great to see institutions like Algonquin College stepping up to support the growth and development of future real estate professionals. For anyone interested in enrolling, more information can be found on Algonquin College's website.
And with that, we've covered today's key stories. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Ontario Mortgage and Real Estate Insights podcast. We hope you found today's insights valuable as you navigate the world of mortgages and real estate.
Before you go, a quick reminder, Real Approved is here to make your mortgage journey smoother. Whether you're buying your first home or refinancing, their experienced team is ready to guide you with personalized support every step of the way. Visit realapproved.ca to get started and take the next step toward achieving your home ownership goals. Catch you next time, and stay informed with the latest industry insights.